Meanwhile, for the Celtics, this team was 34-18. Tyrese Maxey, who has had some spectacular playoff games in his young career, they'll need one of those tonight to keep their season alive. Embiid, guarded by Keita, steps back inside the arc. First shot won't go. Tatum the rebound.
I don't love that first possession by Philly. I like to see Joel Embiid either get it closer to the block or maybe run something for Tyrese Maxey to get him an early look.
Derek White comes out short. Maxey looking to push. Sixers had a lot of success in their lone victory, game 2 right here in Boston, when they pushed the tempo. Maxey finding some room, back out to Embiid. Nobody near him. Passes up the shot. Paul George tries and hits the 3.
And that's what they need. It's Tyrese Maxey initiating it. Joel Embiid had an open shot. He passed for a better shot. That's how you can still use Joel Embiid, but not basically focus on him in the offensive side.
And the Sixers need Paul George to be aggressive offensively. Nick Nurse says that's a key as Derek White's floater goes down. During the regular season, Boston, one of the best home teams in the NBA, 30-11. Sixers were a good, solid road team during the season, 22-19. And again, they won game 2 here. Oubre wide open. That one in and out. And of course, often a key when you play the Celtics. The opponent needs to hit their threes. That was a good wide open shot. Tatum to Brown. Brown guarded by Oubre. The spin, the pull-up, comes up short. Edgecombe looks to push. The rookie had that sensational game, but since then has struggled. Here's Oubre, goes right at Brown. Shot is up and good. That's a goal in game 4. Was 0 for 6. Nice to see him get started for the Sixers. Tatum launches that one. Shot won't go. Keita keeps it alive. They get a new 14. Hauser from outside. Embiid the rebound.
And they talked about it, the offensive rebounds and then the three-point shot coming off of that. Offensive rebounds can be deflating, as you see Paul George early here tonight. But that offensive rebound, that's deflating. When it's combined with knocking down a 3, those are full-on moments.
Somebody like that, a scorer that's already got one to go, you need to make sure that that space is closed down on the catch.
And a moving screen call.
Well, that's why you pay him the money. That's why he's been All-NBA. That's why he's been MVP candidate. His talent as a wing, he is a 3-level scorer, and he's a 2-way player. He does everything. So when he plays well, it is not a surprise that Philly has a successful record.
Tatum with Embiid on him. Little jab step. Embiid, that big right arm. Tatum sidestep, 3-pointer. Can't get it. And Oubre the rebound. Edgecombe goes at Hauser. Gets in the paint. Throws it up. Shot no good. Ball kept alive, but Keita comes away. Jaylen Brown stops inside. Tried to get it to Keita and threw it out. So a sloppy start. 1 for 6 and 2 turnovers for Boston. George looking for a shot early and often. Not that time. Got a good look. Tatum grabs it.
And I don't think there is a number that Paul George could take tonight from the 3-point line that Nick Nurse would have a problem with. He wants him to be as aggressive as he can be.
Jaylen Brown, nobody stepped in front to help. A layup line dunk for Jaylen Brown. Embiid, he tries the 3.
And that's okay. When you talked about Paul George, if you're down in a closeout game on the road, you do not want to be passive. You want to go out aggressive. You want to be physical. Leave it all on the thing.
Edgecombe chased off the line by White. Kelly Oubre laboring a little bit as he comes up the floor. Looked like he banged his leg. Maxey to spin, the turn, the jumper is good. Maxey with his first shot goes down. You guys mentioned it at the top of the telecast. He only took 3 shots in the first half of game 4.
26 average field goal attempts in the first 3 games. Joel Embiid returned in game 4. He took half as many, only 14 shots for Tyrese Maxey in that fourth game.
Boston starts 2 for 9 from the field. Keita trying to guard Maxey. Embiid's left alone. And Embiid this time can't get it. He was 1 for 6 from 3 the other night. His first game back. Derek White brings it up. Back to Keita. Better transition defense from Philly. That was a real problem according to Nick Nurse in game 4. Keita's shot is up and good.
Keita had an opportunity to roll closer to the rim for that short little push shot that's within his range.
Paul George kicks it back out. Maxey In motion, can't get it. Cater grabs another rebound. He's got 4 already. Brown the spin move. Maxey trying to stay with him. Brown looking to post up, deflected by George. Picked up by Cater, but he couldn't hold on. And that's 3 turnovers for Boston. Maxey to Embiid. Tries another one. And can't get him to fall. He's 0 for 3 from 3. And a foul called outside the paint. George chasing Tatum. Tatum gets into the paint, floats it out. Jaylen Brown, Oubre right with him. Tough fall away shot, got it.
And you know, obviously they're capable of making those shots. They got a couple of great one-on-one mid-range players. But I like the fact that Philly's not going to overcommit to the lane to open up the three-point shooting.
George to Edgecombe. The rookie fires away, knocks down the 3, and that's a huge relief for him. He had, again, that spectacular game when he had the 30 points in game 2, but 0 for 16 in the other 3 games from 3-point range. Now guarding Tatum. Jumper, short. Oubre the rebound. Maxey and White, that's a fun matchup. Great offensive player, great defensive player. Maxey to Embiid, finds Oubre. Oubre's going to try a 3-pointer.
And you respect it again. 10 of their 15 shots have been from 3. 11, excuse me, of their 15 shots have been from 3 as Jason Tatum gets the easy lay. Nick Nurse, we had a great conversation. He wants them to be more aggressive from 3. They've beat the Celtics 3 times, and they've averaged 36 3-point attempts in those 3 wins.
Embiid gets the mid-range jumper.
And look how much better that was. To your point, he didn't just stay at the 3-point line. There is space there he can eat up for a much higher percentage shot.
Rolls off the rim. Embiid grabs the rebound. Embiid, by the way, has 4 assists already. Edgecombe goes right at Pritchard. Tried to banker, couldn't get it to go. Ball batted out. Jaylen Brown the other way. Sixers get back. That has clearly been a priority here to start game 5. Tatum, the hesitation. Nearly stripped by Oubre, gets it back, lays it up and in. The numbers he is putting up in this playoff series, like he did in the last 16 games of the regular season, are just extraordinary.
Well, how about coming back from this injury, putting up similar numbers to his career playoff numbers, but even shooting at a higher rate and rebounding at a higher rate.
Brown misses. Oubre the board. Andre Drummond set to check in for Philadelphia. Several substitutes for Boston as Embiid gets inside, flips it up, shot won't go. Tatum grabs the rebound. Tatum has been averaging 9 rebounds a game in the playoffs. Cater couldn't finish it. Gets it back and throws it down. But like everybody stopped. What was that?
I think they stopped because they thought he was hanging on the rim too long, and maybe they were going to call offensive basket interference. They didn't. Cater just played on and cleaned up his own miss.
Here's Pritchard coming off that 32-point masterpiece in game 4. Brown against Edgecombe. Count it and a foul.